my husband in a queue to board an EasyJet flight. I have to say, I took an instant dislike to the man. This was in Italy. I'd been traveling, not with any real sense of purpose or see the world, but more because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing with my life. So, I just could not face getting another job I hated back home. So I handed in my notice, took my last month's pay along with the deposit I got back from my flat, a brand spanking new credit card, and I stuck a pin in a map of the world, determined to go wherever it landed, be it Paris, Calcutta, New York, or Dubai. I got Southampton. An entire planet to choose from, and I got Southampton. But I thought, fate, follow fate. This could be the start of the rest of my life, which is how I found myself in Southampton for 3 days. After which time I thought, fuck you, fate, and got on a train to Paris. Paris is a dump. I'm sorry, it is. And it's time we all started talking about this. France is beautiful. I have been all over France, and it is something. But Paris? Call that a world city? It's Leeds with wider streets. I was really not on the lookout for someone. You see, the traveling phase of my life had come hot on the heels of what I now refer to as my drinky, druggy, slaggy phase. And I mean slaggy, by the way, not slutty. It was not some Sex and the City shag fest you could gossip with your gay pals about. It was dirty, messy, and slaggy. I'd been with the same bloke for 4 years. 6 months of passion, followed by 6 months of warm bickering, followed by 3 years of a slow decline into sub-zero tedium. And when we finally took it at the back and shot it in the head, there was blood, mess, tears, and recriminations for months, actually. It was not nice. But at that time, I realized I was 25 years old, and I'd had exactly 3 sexual partners in my entire life. The first for 1 night, the second for 6 months, and the last for 4 years. So I put all that information onto a spreadsheet, and I was shocked to discover that on current trends, I'd be with the next guy for 365 years. I decided to go a different way. I had fun, drink, drugs, a fair amount of cocaine, and different partners. It was fun and a laugh, and destructive and slightly depressing, and oddly callous and upsetting, as well as energizing, confusing. It was confusing. The end of it came when I was having extremely drunk, doggy-style sex with my flatmate on this suicide beige carpet in our flat in, of all places, Wood Green. We had developed this let's not have a relationship but fuck when drunk enough thing, and at this moment I was so drunk I just thrown up. And we were still doing it. I mean, I just puked. The sick was right there. I just followed it up on the carpet. And the force of the thrusting is kind of nudging me towards it, towards this puddle of puke. And I remember thinking, if he doesn't come soon, he's going to fuck me right into that puddle of puke. That exact sentence. That exact thought materialized inside my brain. Let me repeat it for you. If he doesn't come soon. He's going to fuck me right into that puddle of puke. Well, let me tell you something. When a sentence like that appears in your life, you know it's time to start looking at your choices. That was the end of my drinky, druggy, slaggy phase. I quit my job, took my cash, and went to Europe. So I was queuing. And this was an EasyJet flight, and it's been delayed, and they're not saying anything. So everyone in this queue is just standing there, quietly hating anything within our hate radius. And this was in Italy. And let me be clear, I love Italians. Italians are great. Italy is great. But Italians do not like queuing. Italians have an extremely lax attitude to the whole concept of the queue in general. And this wasn't just Italy. This was Naples. And I love Naples. Naples is incredible. But if Italians do not respect the queue, then Neapolitans outright despise the queue. Neapolitans have a complicated relationship to rules. It's all part of their charm. So, for example, everywhere else in the world, a red light means stop. In Naples, a red light means stop. So, needless to say, this queue was tense. Everyone is there waiting for the cut-ins. Everyone is looking daggers at everyone else like, is he sneaking up? Is he fucking sneaking in? Or I swear to Christ, if that old bitch tries to cut in, I will drop her and stomp on her neck. But by some miracle, the integrity of the queue is staying intact. We are queuing. It has not become the last helicopter out of Saigon that we all know at any moment it could become. But this guy in front of me, I mean, he is just standing there, not a care in the world, reading a fucking book, head lost in it. Oh, casually shunting his bag forward with his foot every so often, taking his own sweet, allowing a gap to open up. I mean, a gap here in this queue. Oh, and I am just fuming. I mean, you moron, you idiot, you thick-brained, large-synapsed cockhead. Do you not get what is going on here? Do you not know what it is taking for these people to keep this queue together? They are fighting every instinct in their bodies and are somehow winning. And here you are allowing gaps to open up. Gaps! Oh, and then these two models. They had to have been models. They were gorgeous. These girls, God knows what they were doing here. I mean, must have had a flight suddenly cancelled or something, because they were looking around going, I don't like it. Where are we? Where's the VIP lounge? And they go right up to this guy, Idiot Face. They go straight up to Idiot Face, and the brunette goes, hi there, how are you? And he looks up and he's like, what, me? I mean, he doesn't say that. He doesn't say anything. He's just staring with his mouth open like Scooby fucking Dooby, because no one of this genus has ever spoken to him before. And he actually looks slightly scared, like he's thinking, what is this? What's happening to me? Is it okay if we stay here and chat to you for a bit? This is the blonde. Excuse me? Me? Yeah, we just want to stay here and chat to you for a bit. Here. And suddenly I get it. And I'm like, no, 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 no. You bitch. You conniving, long-legged. No, 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 no. But this guy, this idiot, this moron, he is already done. He is finished. He is prey, he is dead. I mean, they are shining. It's as if they've already been airbrushed before stepping out into life. You want to stand here and talk To me, wheels clunking into place in his skull, as if he knows no words and language has never before cluttered his mouth before this moment. Yeah, is that okay? And she pulls out this smile. I swear to Christ, if she threw that smile, it could cut heads off statues. The sound of harps accompany that smile. And I'm actually admiring her a little bit. Though I'm not, because I want to cut her into little pieces and feed her to an anteater. And he goes, well, of course. Brilliant. Brilliant, just. But I get to sleep with one of you, right? Hold on. Hold the fuck on. I get to sleep with one of you. I mean, that is what's going on here. Excuse me? Otherwise, there really is no point in me letting you cut into this queue in front of all these lovely people who have been waiting for the last hour and 15 minutes to board this plane and who want to get on it every bit as much as you. Is there? And suddenly, I realize that this creepy little slack-jawed idiot is a genius with the body of a Greek god. And the blonde is just staring, stunned. This does not compute. Not this. Not from a normal. And the brunette is kind of horrified, almost in shock. So much so that she then says the most funniest thing I have ever heard anyone say in my entire life, ever. She says, but we're models. It just came out like a silent thought that suddenly wanders into your mouth without permission. This is a lovely day. This is a great day. They will write songs about this day. And fucking Odysseus here does not miss a beat. He smiles sweet as beetroot and says, well, you'll still be models at the back of the queue. Blondie wakes up and pipes in, she's not having this. Look, there's no need to be rude. We were just trying to be friendly. No, you weren't. What you were being was the opposite of friendly. You were hoping I'd fall for you so that you could get something you wanted. And the moment we stepped in that plane, you would have abandoned me, and I would have felt shitty about myself. What you were being wasn't being friendly. It was being, well, excuse me, you were being bitches. And now, people are listening. Some are even laughing, and it's being translated into others. And even in translation, it's funny because, let's face it, no one really likes the gorgeous. And these girls, they're sensing it. The first few moments of revolution. The peasants mumbling about freedom. The apes learning speech. Oh, the brunette decides this has gone far enough, and she leans in. Well, we would never, ever sleep with you. Ever. Okay? And I think this has got him. Because, well, it's true. He is looking at something some part of him has to want. And what they're saying is, no, not now, not ever. You will never, ever touch anything like this. And something in him changes. And when he speaks, it's with a softer voice, more delicate. No charm, just honesty. No, you wouldn't. And I know you wouldn't. But it is my firm belief that the act of making love is the highest expression of our humanity. It is the union of two souls. It is a celebration of and this is verbatim, by the way, this is exactly what he said, of our love of being alive. But in you, I do not see that love. I do not see that spark of life. Therefore, sex with you would be an act of necrophilia. It would be like wanking into a pretty dress. Bit harsh, that last bit. But tell me, don't you just love him? Just a little bit.